So I, grew up like any other kid racing mini sprints here at the building with the shootout and things like that. And then as I turned 16, I got into a midget for the first time and kind of hopped around and drove numerous, rent-a-ride cars and things like that. And then I've had the opportunity to race Donnie Ray Crawford's car one year whenever he passed. And then I got the car. So, I mean, it's just been a long history of, racing all sorts of kind of cars. The last couple years I've raced for Shriners Racing with Rick Horn owning the car and Flea Ruzick working on it. So we've had some ups and downs. I guess the best we've finished is like the C-Main on Saturday way back when in 2014 whenever I was just a young girl. So now I'm kind of an old lady of the group, even though I'm only 28, but all the young and upcoming drivers are definitely getting faster and faster. So I think this year is probably one of my more comfortable years that I felt coming off of practice. But I'm not a non-wing driver. I'm not a midget driver. I race wing sprint cars year round. So transitioning from that to this is kind of hard. So it's very difficult to do and to be good whenever you just get a couple laps in practice and then you got to go race. So much has happened. I've won a couple championships with some sprint car stuff. Traveling deals. I won a lot of A features, won a lot of racing. I've been all over the country racing for other people with 410s, 360s. I missed a few years with Chili Bowl. I went off to Australia and raced some wing sprint car stuff a couple, 3 or 4 years in a row. So, it's been a long career, but something that I love dearly. The last couple years, my life I went and, got a big girl job, I guess you could say, and I work for an accountant, so I do taxes for a living, and trying to set myself up, for the future to have kind of something to fall back on. So hopefully I can get back to racing more full-time this coming season. So definitely not retiring anytime soon. I'm still racing. I'm just racing far away from Oklahoma, where a lot of people don't see where I'm racing at. So my plans this year are Montana, maybe like the Northwest and down south. So I have some people in Texas that I'll probably race with as well. So I'm all over. I have a lot of flyer miles the last couple years.
Yeah, the heat race just didn't really go our way. The track was pretty narrow compared to how it's been all week. So we started in the very back. So we didn't really make up any ground, which really just buried our night. And came to a C feature next and went, 9th to 2nd, I think. So that was actually a really good run. The car was really fast, and that's the first time we really got in some open air and got to, make some moves and get towards the front. And again, in the B feature, we started 14th and wound up 6th with no caution. So, we had a really fast car, and it would have been nice to, have some room in the heat race to move around, or at least start up front at least. But, I'm really happy with the car. I'm really happy with the team. Everybody's happy. We're having a good time. We're smiling. We get to come back tomorrow and try again. I think tomorrow we're going to be pretty buried too. It's fun because I made it the last 2 years. This year I get to really experience, going through the soup. So hopefully we put on a show, and, I think the biggest thing here is you just got to be aggressive, but at the same time you got to be really smart and keep your nose clean. So that'll be our goal.
I was running the bottom. I wasn't sure when it was going to move up because, the last few nights it has moved up pretty quick. So I moved up once, and I can't even remember if I got slid or what it was, but I believe the 40 car, I believe it was Jay Spark, I could be wrong. He showed me his nose, and I knew the only because I was running the bottom, I knew the only place he could have caught me was on the top, so I moved up and started racing with them guys, and then Felker showed his nose on the bottom, and I was good on the bottom, but I'm not, great at catfishing like those guys are. So I just put it up on the top and was able to get by both of them when they started kind of racing. They roughed each other up, and then got by both of them. And I thought, from there I'd be able to walk away with it. And then, what happened. So I'm not super happy, but I'm really happy with, the speed we had all night. And I really thought I had it there at the end when I started kind of playing a little bit of defense, but Logan was just better. He was good all night. Honestly, I feel like we were better than everyone throughout the night up until the last 15 laps when it got just dead slick to the curb. That's kind of where I struggled last year, but this year we were not as bad. We were pretty good. So had it been anyone else in second, I'm pretty sure I would have won. Logan, he's just fast. So it's awesome to be able to, you know, lock it in on the Friday night prelim night, which is the most stacked prelim night, and it gives me a lot of confidence going into Saturday. Everyone else was way more excited than I was. I'm really not that excited, to be honest. I really wanted to win that race, but it makes it a lot better knowing that I don't have to do anything until the A main tomorrow. So
I don't know. I was just driving what I could, and you know, Ryan would keep getting tight, or just tight overall on the top, and I was just like, yeah, we'll throw a slider and see what we can get our hat in the mix here. And then, you know, once we started battling, you know, we came out on top there for a little bit. You know, they just, I don't know, I feel like they have a little advantage because they drive them so much. Just, you know, by the end of the race, I was, you know, it sucks I got penalized, but, you know, that's a driver. I shouldn't have made that mistake. Yeah. I'm very proud. You know, I was just sitting in the seat, you know, just trying to not stress about how I'm going to do. I just wanted to have fun, you know, and that's what I just did. You know, even though I got penalized, I was like, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to still have fun the last 5 laps. I enjoyed it. You know, I'm very happy that I have Chase in my corner and, you know, Dave Mack helping us out. You know, Chase and his family just are really good with working with me, and I'm just grateful for them. After the shootout, you know, I was hoping just to make the feature. I knew Chase and the McDermott family gave me a good piece to run, so I knew it was up to me to do good. And then we went to practice, and, you know, practice went very well. And then, you know, I woke up this morning and just said, you know, forget about how the result's going to do. Let's just have fun, you know. And my family's all here. You know, I got my little brother helping me out. So, you know, at the end of the day, I was just hoping that we could make the feature and then go from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty frustrated, but we're still alive. We're still, you know, our Chili Bowl Nationals is still going. So, yeah, it's hard to be disappointed because I've been in worse spots, but, you know, I come here to win. I'm with the best team, and they want to win, and they're trying hard to win. But just like a series of pretty unfortunate events in the qualifier, the right front shock was bent, and we didn't hit anything. So we're assuming that when I went into one and jumped the nose, and something bent there and put us in a B, and had to dig our way out of it. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it could be a lot worse. It could be better. So we're just want to keep trying to get this car better, and hopefully have a shot here come Saturday. I know Tanner Thorson, he's been with these guys, and you know, I don't think he's locked in ever with KKM when he ran for KKM, and he had a lot of top 4s and top 5s. So it's obviously doable in great cars like this, and yeah, I know we got a great car, and obviously we just did it in half the amount of time that it's going to be on Saturday. So yeah, hopefully with 55 we can go, you know, hopefully we win the B, start 13th, and go 13-1, or you know, at least put on a show. Yeah, our stuff's really maneuverable right now, and once I got to like 4th or 5th, I guess I ran 5th, so once I got to 5th or 6th, it was a lot easier to move around and make moves on guys, just because you're racing a lot better quality of cars, and you know, you kind of see what a guy's trying to do, so you can counter it a little bit better. And yeah, it sucks that we ran 5th, because I felt like we got 5th on the last lap, and you know, 2 more laps I felt like we could have ran 3rd, but you know, I shouldn't even put myself in that position that to be. You know what I mean? I feel like if I could have started up front, I wouldn't have even been in that position. So I don't know. It's only the only thing I can be is mad at myself a little bit. So yeah, we just got to dig ourselves out of the hole.
We just knew all day that if we didn't get ourselves too buried, we could race through, and I kept saying it, and almost lost a little bit of hope after starting 7th and not really moving much early. But as soon as everyone kind of settled in, I could make a lot of passes, and yeah, it just takes a good car, and never losing confidence in it, and just kept running the top hard, and as people made mistakes, I was able to go by them. This is huge for me. This is so big for our team. I know this means so much to Kevin and Jordan and the Bertrand family and all of our partners. this is the race we all want to win, and you have to win your prelim night to be in a good shot, or winning your prelim night puts you in a good place to win tomorrow. So, yeah, wins here are tough to come by, and prelim wins are so hard just because so many things have to go right in your heat and qualifier, and now it's just a sigh of relief. I think now with the format, the worst I could start is second. They're going to have a couple of us out there just qualifying, basically. Whoever goes faster stays out. Whoever doesn't leaves, and I like it. I like that format. I said it, though, I think it's an advantage for the guy that stays out because they've already seen the track and felt their car and know what they need. So certainly going to be interesting. I think you'll see some big movers. I hope you see some big movers. That's exciting for the fans, and I'm looking forward to it. Luckily, like I said, I'll be the last car out, and should be in a good spot.